That's slippery. Hip. Well, river rats, I am at possibly the most mosquito-y, poison ivy little creek that exists in the upper Midwest. Probably not, but at least the one that has the most skeeters and poison ivy of anyone I've fished. I'm gonna try to catch something for dinner or lunch. Haven't decided yet, but I got some fun baits to fish with. So let's go. I made sure to pour plenty of bug spray on me before I left the parking lot, but I think the mosquitoes are just drinking it up. Laughing at me for even thinking about the possibility of bug spray is going to make a difference. There's a lot of vegetation, a lot of mud, not much sand, and a lot of standing water around this one, so I'm sure that contributes a lot of it to the mosquitoes. Plus a lot of timber. It's a lot of shade. It's a lot of mosquito-y kinds of things. But there's a lot of catfish in here, at least most of the time. Hopefully there's a few in here. Nope. That's a crack. A foot eater. Yeah, there's a little current seam here. Bet there's a channel cat here. I need 2 for a solid catfish dinner. Anything else is just a bonus and a good time. But I said I had the fun baits. There's lots of different grocery store baits that you can use. I brought my favorite, the old raw shrimp. Thing I like about these compared to other ones like chicken livers and stuff like that is the big fish still seem to enjoy eating this. And you can catch big fish on dip bait, stink bait, chicken livers, you know, dough balls, all that stuff. But seems like I get more quality fish on that than I do the other ones. I also brought cut bait. Got some bluegills. Oh my goodness, the mosquitoes are crazy. Oh, I knew I was getting in, knew what I was getting in for, but you know, thinking about it and reality are 2 different things. And the reality is, skeeters suck. There's my stringer. Don't need that. Hopefully I will. Need some stinkers. 3 might work. I'd rather use 1s and 2s. There's a 2. Hopefully I don't lose any sinkers because I think I only have 1 more 2-ouncer. I'm gonna put the shrimp on one, cut bait on another, and I'm gonna drift a bobber just for fun, but and I'll probably put cut bait on that. This is crazy. Yeah, I don't talk about my stuff as much as probably should. For the slip rigs, I got a sinker slide because when you're walking the bank, not having that sinker flop around is nice, so I can just take it right off. 2-ouncer, you could get by with a half, a 1. Smaller sinkers take up less room and give you more room for bug spray. As soon as I get baited up, I'm going to put more bug spray on. Anyway, sinker slide, 2-ounce swivel, 20-pound leader. I think I got 40-pound mainline braid. A couple glow-in-the-dark beads just for fun, and a 6/0 circle hook. And they're tuned up. It's warm. And they should smash that. And once I have dinner procured, I'll go over my bank fishing gear too for fun. Okay, we'll put a little bluegill head on there. Show you my bank fishing system. I'm a man of systems and processes, and I like to be as streamlined and efficient as possible. The better shrimp are the ones that have the shell on them. They seem to stay on the hook a little bit better, but Walmart only had the peeled ones, so I'm using the peeled ones. I just thread it on the hook, just follow the body of the shrimp, and probably gonna pinch the tail off, and that you don't have to pinch the tail off, but what I like about that, it leaves more exposed hook point. just to give the scrimp the advantage, I'm gonna get in the water first. Oh, stayed on the hook. Oh, pterodactyl. Okay, I might have just got a bite. All right, let's get that bluegill head out. Hopefully I didn't get any bug spray on my hands. I'll throw this one a little further down. Not a lot further down because I'm gonna drift a bobber ways. Oh, that's shallow. Bet there's a cat in here somewhere though that would want to eat it. And I got a third rod holder for my bobber, just so I can let it drift and then stop it if I want to stop it. And for the bobber, that one's pretty straightforward. Got a bobber stop, same line, 40-pound main, 20-pound leader. It's not rocket science, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, bobber stop, float, 1 ounce egg sinker, bead, swivel. I think that's a 4/0 J hook. Yeah, simple, just like everything I try to do. Sometimes I make simple things complicated, but that's not on purpose. That's just how she shakes out. Ah, that one's like in my brain. I prefer the J hook for the bobber. I don't know why, I just seem to have better hookup percentage. Could definitely use a circle. Actually, I do pretty darn well with scales on them too. A little bit of depth. Enough depth to hide a catfish. Nope, cut bait's getting played around with. Are you a catfish or a turtle? Could definitely go either way here. Bobber just got nibbed on. Oh, it's getting nibbed on pretty good. Not enough to get yanked under though. I really hope we can catch a few here, because if we have to go into the timber, the mosquitoes will get even more rowdy. But I'll do what I have to do in the name of the catfish. So the fish, there's less current here, more current here, got bit in the current. Guess it is low light between the clouds, and it's evening right now. Maybe they're in a little bit shallower, faster water. Might have a bug net. Nope, I don't, because it's in my rain jacket. Got a nice little current break, but the number one thing this hole's missing is a tree. The trees are in the shadows, along with the mosquitoes. All the scrimps are getting nibbled on. Get it, little buddy. Ooh. And he probably just took my scrimp. Nope, he's still on it. Come on, bud. You can do it. Oh. He's trying real hard. Now the cut bait's getting hit. And I moved 3 blades of grass and the mosquitoes just went crazy again. I'm gonna check my shrimp. There's a real good chance it's not there, because it is not there. The downfall of the shrimp and a lot of grocery store baits is they don't stick on the hook very good. But we got a bunch of them, so got that going for us. A little more depth, a little more current, maybe a little more action right there. Oh, we might have one. Oh, dang it. Little guy. tried to take the scrimp. There's still scrimp on there. I wonder how many times I've said scrimp. If you turn that into a drinking game, you better have a DD. Yeah, the rod and reels. Rods are Daiwa trolling reels, but or the rods are Daiwa trolling rods. They're medium lights. I don't think they make these anymore, but the reels are the PC Fun Alloy M's, which they're made for green carp, but they work pretty good for the catfish too, especially channel cats. And although the biggest one that is caught on, ooh, we got another bite on the scrimp. I had a client reel in a 48-pound blue cat on one of these this winter. That was entertaining. So yeah, they can handle some use and abuse in a big fish if a big fish comes along. And it's still fun reeling in the little rascals on them. That's your cue, fish. I'm gonna give this one just a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna brave the mosquitoes at a different location. Man, I wouldn't have think that fish took the bait off of this one, but it hasn't hardly been touched. It makes me wonder. Oh, the bait's still there. I'll throw it in the faster stuff. Yeah, he's just angry with it. I put on a 4/0 circle, but I don't have any. Was much more angry. That might have been the one that got the bait. There's a pretty good hole down the way. I think I'm gonna try to get there without being carried away by the skeeters. So if the video ends here, you know why. If I can't get there, I'll just come back here. I mean, there's fish here, just not any big ones. We don't need any big ones, we just need eater ones. Yeah, this is one of the rowdiest creeks I know of for sure. As far as mobility, getting around. See if I can get that mud. The incline isn't terrible on it, but it ain't very flat either. And it's like hard clay under it, so you got about an inch of mud, and then I think it'd be less slippery if it was ice. Okay. Yep. Okay. Progress. Yeah. Whew. Getting there. Okay, it's real shallow through here. Right where it starts to get just a smidge deeper. That's where I want to fish. The current is the conveyor belt of food. And catfish will hang out in current for sure, but only when they want food. And if they can sit in a spot just outside of it, they really like them spots. Like if there was more depth there could be a catfish there anyway. But if there was more depth, it'd be a real good spot. But hey, we have some flattish ground, at least for the moment. It's probably, yeah, muckier. I should have worn my chorin boots, but wasn't sure if I was going to be wading or not. Still might be. Oh, here goes a deer. Bank's getting quite a bit steeper. Great. Yeah, getting around on this creek is not the easiest. Let's see what we're looking at. Yeah, I can see that hole down there. As soon as I step foot into the grass, I'm gonna get enveloped by bugs. I wonder if there's any way around that. I have a new idea. There's a different hole. Easy does it, Spencer. Okay. Oh. That was slick. Not the move, but the mud. Getting out of here might be interesting. But I'm committed at this point in time. Okay. The trick with sliding, when you start sliding, is don't fight it. Just go with it. If you fight it, that's when you end up on your butt. This spot don't look too bad. I think I'll start up here and I'll probably fish up here the whole time and just angle cast down. Oh, she's nice and soupy. Plenty of deer down here. Oop. There we go. Oh, even right here, you definitely have a cat right off of this thing. Mosquitoes, you can chill out. This is a cool spot. Yeah, I'll go short, medium, long. The nice thing too is when you get into the open, the skeeters do somewhat thin out. They're not non-existent, and as the sun sets, they'll come out more and more, but they're not as bad here as they are up in the sticks. Okay, first one baited. Oh yeah, there's some depth there, and hit a log on the way down. Be fun to battle one off of a log, or just at all. Not too picky right now. 2. I'm gonna drift that bobber, start above me. Drift it over here. Start at that little bit faster flow. That might actually be the better spot, but the angle, be able to fish that'd be tough. That bank is steep. I don't know. We'll try here. Ooh, shrimp. Shrimp got bumped pretty good. Come back, bud. Oh, he's back. Are you back with a vengeance? 1 pound channel cat vengeance. The shrimp's definitely getting more action. Still working on it. Nope. I said the shrimp's getting more action than the cut bait's getting pecked on now. Come on. This one kind of feels like it's in a log. We gonna double? That'd be cool. Or just catch one. One would be cool too. They're persistent little fellas, I'll give them that. I have a feeling my shrimp hook's empty and buried in a log probably. Nope, but it is empty. Things chilled out for just a sec. Throw this over there. Lots of samplers, no takers. Give me a fat, feisty 2-pounder to seal the deal, please. Are you actually gonna do it? I bet I'm shrimpless again. Yep. One thing I do appreciate, cut bait's gonna stay on there. Oh, I think we got one. Let's see what he looks like. Oh, Got one going on the other one too. Oh yeah. Perfect little pan fryer. One for the shrimp. Although the cut bait's getting pecked on right now too. It's okay, I'm a professional. 1-0 shrimp, not a giant. But like I said, a perfect little pan fryer. And you will go on the stringer. One more you. Maybe 2 more. But at least, definitely 1 more. Oh, I thought he had it that time. Thought for sure he had it that time. Let this one sit right there. Looks like a solid spot. Not surprised that I caught a fish on the shrimp. Not even a little bit. But I am surprised I haven't caught a fish on the cut bait. That was not where I wanted it, but that's where it's going to be. Nope, I'm going to recast it. Wanted it closer to the other side of the bank. There we go. That's in the honey hole, I think. What's the odds I have poison ivy after this? 100%. Bobber just got tapped, I think. Hey! I'm gonna take it easy because I don't know how good he's hooked, but he looks a lot like the one on the stringer. Oh no, he's in a log. I can see him. All right, was taking it easy on him. Son of a gun. Well, I'll try to go after him. Take him out the opposite direction he came from. Hoping it's a little sandier over here. Nope. Quite the opposite. Yep, he came off. Rig came off, so did my fish. Yep, should have wore the boots. Oh well. Oh, my bobber's getting bit. Dang it. We'll go 1.5 for the 1.5 for the shrimp. They're in the same spot, but now I know there's a log there. So if I hook one, I'm just going to try to hoss him over it. Also, I'm going to put some fresh cut bait on. Shrimp's already getting nibbled on. That's interesting. I haven't fished shrimp in a long time, and I've had some success on it, but I've never fished it side-by-side cut bait before. It's interesting that it's getting so much more action. I even have 2 rods out with cut bait. Never mind, I only had 1 out with cut bait because I got jacked. Bobber's getting hit. Is he actually gonna do it? Got him. Perfect. Oh, he swallowed it. Doesn't matter though, because he's dinner anyway. I don't know if you give it 1-1 cut bait because like I said, I got 2 rods out with cut bait. But with a 3rd pole permit in Iowa, you can fish 3 rods. And considering I had to pay money for my 3rd pole permit, it's hard for me not to catfish with 3 poles. Yeah, putting out 3 kind of skews my data set slightly, but I'm not a scientist anyway, so. He's still playing with it. I got him. Oh, he's running right at that stick. Well, I got him around it. Are you big enough? Yeah, for what I'm gonna do. If I was filleting him, I'd let him go, but I'm not. I'm gonna head him and gut him and skin him and fry him on the bone, and those fins are gonna be like fish tater chips. Wonderful. Oh, that wasn't where I wanted it. Must be dropping my shoulder. There we go, one here. Just getting toyed with both directions, because the bobber is getting bit again and the shrimp's getting bit, and this cut bait just sits there all alone. Got him. Are you a turtle? You feel very turtle-esque. Oh yeah. Not what I was hoping for. It might even be able to get that hook out. What would a creek trip be fishing cut bait without catching a turtle? Wouldn't be a normal creek trip. Where's my pliers? You can come unhooked on your own if you want, bud. It's allowed. Cut bait's getting bit. Also looks kind of turtle. No, that's not turtley. It's not turtley enough for the turtle club. All right. Okay, turtle gone. Whew. I enjoy fishing more than turtling. I will give turtles credit though, they fight pretty good. Turtles do not count towards the total. The shrimp's been pretty neglected after that first barrage. Feels pretty empty. Yep. You know, shrimp compared to night crawlers, shrimp's cheaper. Got this whole bag for like $6. My problem with shrimp too though is I'm gonna buy shrimp, I kinda wanna eat it. I don't like to share my shrimp with the catfish. We need one more catfish. Who's it gonna be? I don't go very long without a bite. Now I got a nice little sitting log here. I should probably sit on it. Do it. It's actually really pleasant over here. Seems like most of the mosquitoes stayed in the woods. The other thing I'm excited about is Ella found some hen of the woods mushrooms. So we're probably gonna have us a little bit of catfish and mushrooms. At least I think they're hen of the woods. I'm not good with the whole mushroom identification thing, but thankfully she is. I just know Morel's 100%, and outside of that, things get shaky. I believe in you, little bud, but you have to believe in yourself. That blue heron just flew by, and I must have scared the poop out of him because he definitely just pooped right where I'm fishing. Maybe I'll get the catfish riled up. Things have definitely chilled out here, which isn't uncommon, the whole small stream thing. There's only so many catfish in each spot, and then there's even fewer of them that are hungry. So kind of the ones that are going to eat pretty quick, and you catch them, and you know, sitting around, waiting around. As far as numbers of fish, usually doesn't you know, work out the best. Mobility is usually better on these small streams, at least for the eaters. But if you just want to come down here and hang out, you know, like, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, there's another hole upriver. Go check that out and hopefully we can get one more. You know what? As much as I would love to fish this, it's a pretty steep bank, and the mosquitoes, as bad as they were, they're 100 times worse. So, dinner time. Back at the house, it's lunchtime, next day. There's not too many things that'll chase me off the water, but mosquitoes and lightning are the two main ones. I guess tornadoes too, but we're gonna find out if the bug bites were worth it. I think they definitely are, assuming I don't get like malaria or something. But gonna cook the cats a little bit different. Gonna put some horseradish mustard on them and some extra hot breading and hit them with a little bit different flavor. And we got the special guest. I can't remember if this is a pheasant back or hen of the woods or something. Foraging's not so much my thing, but it is Ella's and she says it's good to eat. So I'm gonna chop it up and saute it. We're gonna have a side of pan-fried catfish on the bone and mushrooms. I think I will saute those in butter because everything's better in butter. I'm gonna try to make this not a instructional how-to, too in-depth, but we'll talk about why I like these catfish this way. My favorite part about it is you get the fins, and when you fry them, they turn into like little fishy, crunchy chips, and I just love that. Yeah, I'm gonna put them in a baggie, pour some mustard on them, let them sit for a little bit, and then get that diced up and ready to rock. Excuse me. See how far that gets us. And traditionally I've done these the same way that I often do chunks for cats, and that's just soak them in Frank's, but I do enjoy mustard fried catfish, especially the bold flavors. Like you can get a spicy brown, a lot of people like that, but I broke my nose like 4 times, if you can't tell by my messed up face. So my sense of taste isn't the best. And I like bold flavors, like horseradish, you know, hot stuff, wasabi. So if I tell you it's not that hot, there's a chance that something really is pretty hot. Yeah, I think they're pretty well coated. Let them do their thing. Now I'm gonna totally mince this up, but I am gonna cut it into much smaller pieces. One nice thing about a meal like this is it doesn't take that long. The only real trick with the fish is you want to get that oil really hot. Like to get that, like if you get it really hot, that's what makes that breading crunchy. You know, if you got to let it sit in the oil for a while, it starts to soak it up and it gets chewy and just not as satisfying. Although there is a balance with the larger chunks of fish because it doesn't cook as fast. So I don't know. It's something you got to play around with. But I kind of enjoy burnt breading because it's extra crunchy. So I lean on the hotter oil versus the cooler oil. As far as times cooking, I don't know, I just eyeball it. I think that butter's about ready to have something put in it. We're dog sitting, so I have a large bulldog following me around. Bristol, you're a sweetheart, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, and there's Skip too. Yeah, the mushrooms are going to be awesome. Let them continue doing their thing and get some fish ready. Crystal, get back. You can't have mushrooms. Might have overcooked them. They're still pretty good. A little chewy. Flavor's there though. I would salt them if I could find the salt. Found the salt refill. Found the pepper. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Oh, duh. Right in front of me. Yep, salt was a good call. The deep fat fryer is probably the play, but this is what I got, and I'm gonna make it work. Yep, I'm gonna have a whole lot of cleaning when we're done here. That's all right. I think it's time for another flip. This one might be a tad trickier. Yep, that one's gonna be, I think, done. The little fella. Big ones obviously take a little longer. Oh no, I'm losing some breading. I'll make sure to get that back. That's gonna be awesome. I should probably turn the oven off. As much as I love catfish nuggets, like, this really is the play with the little eater, like, call them pan fryer size because they're best when you pan fry them. And something about eating the fish meat off of the bone, it just seems to have a better flavor. Yeah, that's awesome. I haven't done this for a while, and I don't know why. I just like nuggets, just like chicken tender, poppable, you know, yummy. But these little guys are the best guys, for sure. I got a swarm of dogs surrounding me who want to know what it tastes like. Yeah, they're not very good about not begging. Down, down. I'll give you a little, don't worry. You gotta earn it. It's pretty hot. Spicy hot. Oh. And the absolute best part, the fins. Now they're like little fishy potato chips. You do gotta look out for bones a little bit, but not too bad. Definitely worth it. Ella better hurry up, get home, or there might not be any left. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up at that. Pretty easy going, lighthearted, not fishing for giants, but fishing for the best catfish meal you could ask for. Skip apparently thinks so too. But I got a big trip coming up, heading north. Gonna check out some northern waters. Hopefully catch some of the chicken of the river, some walleyes and stuff like that. Haven't done much of that this year and kind of missed it. So I'm gonna do some of that. I'm sure I'll work some flathead fishing and channel catfishing in too, but I'm excited. So I gotta go get packed up for that. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate the heck out of you taking time to watch. Hope you catch a giant.